It was supposed to be a quiet weekend. Just you, your thoughts, and that unsettling flicker in the hallway light you've been ignoring. Sorry, I'm not sure what that was, but surprise. Your deadbeat husband's out of town, and a strange woman really wants in to your house. Is she actually there, or is she a figment of your imagination? Time for a psychological breakdown.
Yay!
Is she lost? Is she confused? Or is she just the world's most persistent Jehovah's Witness? This is Invisible Wall, a game where you don't fight monsters, but rather manage your overwhelming anxiety and psychological breakdowns, overthink everything, and slowly realize, oh, maybe I'm the problem. Do you open the door? Do you call the police? Do you hide in the bathroom and send your therapist a really long paragraph that starts with the sentence, lol, I don't know what's happening, but it's something really weird. There's no fighting in this game. There's no combat system. Only moral ambiguity and a lady who really wants it. Because sometimes the scariest thing in life is your emotional baggage.
Hey, hi, hello everyone, it's Rin here, and welcome to this week's indie game. Today we're playing Invisible Wall. Now, I know very little about this game, aside from the game description. I am very excited to play it because it looks absolutely brilliant, and I hope you enjoyed that little intro sequence. I wanted to go for something slightly different. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's very eerie feeling already, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. Alrighty. We can play in Russian. Yes, I think we should play this game in Russian. No, I don't understand Russian, unfortunately. I've thought about learning, but I decided against it. Evidently, I don't think that I could learn Russian very well. Let's just have a look here and make sure that everything is fine. Looks like it. Okay, new game. Alright, we have a phone. We have Michelangelo's David. And don't worry, I'm telling you again. They know where you are. The end is already on the horizon. What end? Is this the rapture? Is this the second coming of Christ by W.B. Yeats? Sorry, that was a little English reference. I don't know what this motion was. For all of you people that are majoring in English or that did poetry in high school, that is a poetry reference for you. Okay, the end is already on the horizon. Why is the phone telling me that the end is on the horizon? Is AI taking over? Was Will Smith right with that movie? Damn it. Your goal is to find happiness. I think that's everyone's goal in life, isn't it? No? I mean, maybe not. Maybe if you're a nihilist, maybe not. Find happiness. Okay, I'll find happiness. I left for a business trip right after the wedding. News of the expedition came too late and postponing it would have been inconvenient. Alrighty. We barely managed to move our things. They promised that here my career would finally take off. Far from everyone I've ever known, apart from the closest one. The move was hard on my wife. My wife? Are we a male character? I don't know how I feel about that. This is a PSA to me editing. This is the fifth time that I've had to clean my damn monitor. My setup is so dusty and dirty right now and I'm gonna stab someone. Don't know why I always have to resort to violence to solve my issues, but such is life. It had never even crossed her mind that she might one day leave her home. Well, she's ignorant for that. Or naive. Before the wedding, she still lived with her parents. I can't say that they had a good relationship, but they could at least coexist. Your wife lived with her parents? Is she a deadbeat? No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. And now, there's only me in the photo. My guy, you look terrifying. My guy, you look like you're from the Mandela catalogue. Who's this? Who the hell is that? Who is this? That's your wife? Does she have third-degree burns? Oh, maybe she does. Someone needs to take away my right to speech. We'd been close ever since she cried on the playground over a scraped back, and I, being the grown-up boy, a whole 2 years older, tried to comfort her. You predator. She was used to relying on me, saw me as an example of independence, watched every choice I made to grow up faster. It seemed like a good solution. I could always stand up for myself and get what I want. I'm not sure how wise it really was. I didn't have much confidence, but for her I was ready for anything. The second one, I think. I feel like that's more me, you know. And now what? Alone in a strange city with no experience, living independently. But at some point, everyone has to start. As a kid, I could protect her from anything. But now there are so many adult concerns. Oh, great heavens, the adult concerns people. The adult concerns. Especially because of this neighborhood watch woman. I first heard about the organization after I moved. There were volunteers who assisted the police. I felt like this woman thrived on bad news. As soon as something happened, she'd rush from house to house, eager to share it with everyone. So she's a gossip, is what I'm hearing. My wife hadn't met her yet, and I hoped she wouldn't have to before my return. I always believed that it was better not to know about every misfortune in the neighborhood. I mean, like, you want to know, but at the same time, having a woman running door to door, like, yappering constantly. Shanice, shut your mouth. Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa, yappa, yappa. Shut it, please. Sorry, someone include that clip so I don't look crazy, please.
Shanice.
Yeah?
Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa, 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 yappa. Shut it, please.
I tried to call her as often as possible, but there were more and more things I wanted to shield from her. The connection kept getting worse and my calls became less frequent. Sounds like a deadbeat husband kind of thing to me. One evening, I barely managed to get a signal. Wife, well, maybe I should do it like a high-pitched voice. Well, hello? Her voice sounded a little different, a bit rough and lower than usual. She must be feeling under the weather. Imagine you call your wife and her voice is rough and lower than usual. She's a skinwalker. Hello, how are you feeling? I don't know why he's British now. Oh, you're curious now. She's gruff, you know? I'm always curious. That's why I need to keep up the voices. I'm always curious. That's why I call it the first opportunity. I wish I knew where these first opportunities have been slipping away to lately. Oh, she's sassy with it too. I'll tell you, but first I want to hear about you. How are you doing and how the renovation you started is going? Ah, I see. She went silent. All right, I'll turn on the camera and show you. Can you see it clearly? I bought a rug. What do you think? No, I need to stop with this voice. I can't take anything seriously. Okay, she bought a rug. What do I think about the rug? Miss Girl, the rug's kind of nice. Oh wait, hang on. I'm just realizing that should be better. I was taking up the subtitles. I'm so sorry. The image was so dim that the rug and the rest of the furniture blurred into indistinct shapes. But I decided not to upset her. I told her about it. Well, the thing is, you have to be honest, you know? If you want your wife to be an interior designer, you gotta be honest. So I'm gonna tell her about it. I can't see it clearly, but I'm sure you couldn't have chosen something ugly. Brilliant at what? Trying to suck up? Maybe just a little. That's how we should have started. She finally thawed. Where have you been? We had a minor incident at the dig site. Nothing catastrophic, but we're buried in work. I think for her. I can still call the incident minor. After all, no one set us on fire yet. Just threats and no consequences. No one set us on fire? Is this the Salem witch trials? Why are you guys getting set on fire? Why do you go to work and your first concern is, or you consider something not a major incident because you haven't been set on fire? I understand you're a man, but that doesn't need to be the baseline. Like you don't need to be getting set on fire for anything. Okay, we disrupted the soil layer during the work process. This affected the aquifer. The water that comes from here is used by the local farmers for drinking and irrigation. We're figuring out what to do next. What the hell is an aquifer? I don't know. Oh, what a nightmare. There. If this description alone evokes nightmare, what are the other details? And what are you going to do? What are you working on right now? I'm handling the organizational issues. Talking to people is no problem, but I don't want to get involved in the technical tasks. The other guys will happily take care of that. I'm dealing with the technical aspects, how and what to modify, how to adjust the plan. The other guys can sort things out with the farmers. I don't like to communicate, so I picked the calmer task. Oh no, I love communicating. This one. Everything will be fine soon. I hope so. I didn't know, and I'm already snapping at you. I've been so irritable lately. That's okay. Is it that time of the month? I'm sorry. I'm allowed to say that I'm a woman. What happened? You didn't tell me how you are. I don't know. Since you left, I've been so touchy, and after this renovation, I'm so tired I can hardly walk, and I don't even feel like eating. Swollen. I don't even recognize my own voice. You should see me. I paused for a few seconds. Is our family about to grow? Oh my lord, is she pregnant? Is she pregnant? Is she pregnant? Is she... pregnant? Okay. Is it just exhaustion or is it something bothering her? What if that neighborhood watch woman with the latest composite sketch has already reached her? My guy, I don't think she's pregnant, so let's do this one. I needed to find out as gently as possible. So maybe you'll show yourself? No, don't even ask. I'm in such a state I scare myself, all messy, sleep deprived. That's okay, Pookie. But at least now we have something more interesting than my disheveled head at home. Look, the little statue you sent finally arrived. I see he's there, Michelangelo with the cat ears. It's just gorgeous. Is it a replica from this dig or from the past one? Look, the little statue... Oh, is this the same thing? From the past one, they ordered a whole batch for the artist. That is genuinely Michelangelo's David with cat ears. I wish I could see the original with you. To look at it and think, my husband found this with his own hands. Too bad there's no plaque. Plaque? I don't know, man. That stuff that get on your teeth. Okay. And it's good that there isn't. I've always felt awkward when there's too much talk about me or when I'm praised. By the way, great idea. And why don't they ever write about the people who find the exhibits in the museum? I feel like in real life I'd say this, but we're trying to keep up, good, kind, caring husbands. So we're going to say this one. What? If you'd taken me on an expedition and I'd found something, I'd tell everyone about it. But for now, I can only show you what I dug up for our little apartment. Here, a new chair. Wow! Lovely. How much is it? Though I don't recall us planning to get one. I don't know, but I'm sure it's no more and no less than any other chair. I saw it and fell in love. I had the money, so it's fine. She talks kind of like the way that Julia from 1984 talks. You know the book by George Orwell? Excellent book, by the way, one of my favorites. But I don't know, I'm sure it's no more and no less than any other chair. It could be because this is by a Serbian game company. And to be fair, Julia's supposed to be Russian. Maybe it's a Russian thing. I don't know. So where is Serbia? Is Serbia... Wait a minute, guys. I have a map on my desk. Give me a second. Am I thinking of the right place? Is Serbia in Russia? Or is Serbia its own place? I can't remember. I feel so bad. The dev team doesn't deserve this. The dev team deserves my knowledge. Wait. No, Serbia is its own country. What am I thinking of that's in Russia that starts with an S then? There's a really cold place in Russia that starts with S. But I can't remember what it is. I can't remember. I don't know, man. Anyway. I was probably a little upset that she hadn't consulted me. On the other hand, I hadn't called in a while. Why are you upset? She's just been playing The Sims 4 when she decided that she wanted to play The Sims in real life. Well, in the end, I could understand her. That's real life and impulsive actions. There's real life and impulsive actions. We were, of course, different in this. I always tried to act after thinking everything through and knew it was the right thing to do. Could not be me. But I couldn't hold back a small reproach. Well, sometimes I feel like you haven't changed at all since school. No diving into the details. Why change? My approach works. You love solving everything, so go ahead. And I'll happily spend my time on more interesting activities. This is literally me. This woman? Wife? She's literally me. Well, you little parasite. But I'm not complaining. She laughed, but then her voice grew more serious. Why dive into things you can easily turn a blind eye to? There was some sense in that. But you know what I can't ignore? Your superiors. I found your work magazines in the closet under the boxes. By the way, the paper's just terrible. The funding for the expeditions has been cut so much that from next month they won't even pay for the communications. What cheapskates? Maybe you should talk to them. I'd talk, but it's useless. I don't want to spoil relationships that could still be useful. I'll probably talk to them. I know it won't help, but at least they'll know they're being watched. They're being watched? They're being watched. Okay, this one. You're right, of course. Whether it'll help or not, but it's just so unfair. Don't worry, let's just focus on the renovation. It's like a whole new apartment. Got more changes in mind? Yes, I told you she was playing The Sims 4. She wants to destroy the roof and put a new roof on the house. And then she wants to... I don't know. She's The Sims 4, man. This question threw her into confusion. I guess I don't know. I wanted to change the hallway paper from brown to green, then I woke up and realized it was already green. Guess it's time to stop redecorating. What? From brown to green? Why would it have been brown? Whose wallpaper is brown? Okay, agreed. I'd call it quits here too. I'm starting to worry. What else is on the list? You don't open the door to strangers, do you? What a follow-up question. What else is on the list? You don't open the door for strangers, do you? What? Are you treating me like a child? She was the first to break the silence. A strange woman came by yesterday. I didn't open it. Stayed silent. She said through the door she'd come again today. Persistent Jehovah's Witness. What did I say? Christ, I'd have sworn it was her. She probably has the picture ready. Here it comes. Ever seen this face ring any bells? Like clockwork. I waited a couple of seconds. I needed to see what she'd say next. What do you think she needs? She still doesn't know. Something needs to be figured out urgently. I read that a cleaning service opened nearby with domestic staff. She's probably from there. Aggressive advertising. Well, don't lie to the woman. She's capable. Just tell her the truth. Advertising? I've never been good at dealing with them. I hope she gets the hint that I'm not interested and won't come back. These damn solicitors. I doubt it. I said it as gently as possible. She's knocked before. Nothing in that phrase struck my wife as surprising. Good. No cause for concern. There's no cause for concern. You think so? What should I do? I knew she was upset that she wouldn't just be left alone, but she should have tried to be firmer with the guest. And I suggest she talk to the visitor without asking too many questions. I decided it was better for her to keep quietly waiting. No, be firmer. Tell her she's not welcome here and she needs to leave immediately. I don't want what you're selling. It's good advice, but honestly, I think you do it differently. And I believe that's the right way. Lord. Oh my word, that scared... Oh. Okay. Here she comes. The sudden shift in music. No, this is not... Guys. Okay, wait a second. Keeping you on the line. She won't cut us off. Just a moment. A quiet exhale. Barely audible. I'll meet her. Okay. I'm on edge. I'm like genuinely on edge. Okay, there's the door. Are those... Oh gosh. Why did she just appear? Hello. I didn't know how to tell her. Maybe I should have introduced her to that volunteer after all. Perhaps then she would have seen the composite sketch sooner. Nice cheekbones. You have there, I guess. Have you got a bun? Interesting. Okay. Because now the woman at my wife's store wasn't someone handing out posters. She was the woman from the poster. What? What poster? Huh? Okay. Hello, do you need anything? My wife greeted the stranger warmly. I see you don't know who I am. She also looks like a Mandela catalog character. I was silent. I couldn't say a thing. What could I say? She's right here. Well, my guy, you're on the phone. Unless you're on speaker, I don't think she can hear you, but... And it seemed like everything was fine. Everything was going well. But if she finds out, what will she say? What if she panics? I'll wait and see how it goes. I'll wait and... I don't know, but I have a guess. You're from the cleaning service. No. You naive, stupid woman. Yes, that's correct. Oh no. Why did I even come up with this? May I come in and clean? No, thank you. I don't need help. Then the woman went silent for a couple of seconds. You need to send a refusal message to my boss's number. I can't process your refusal without a notification from you. Yes, okay, give me the number. Her request seemed so innocent, even to me. My wife ended our call to send the message, but I kept watching. She dialed the first digits of the number. A suggestion from her contacts appeared on the screen. My guy, I'm anxious. Wait, not this. Does this mean... It means... What does it mean? What does it mean? You see, sometimes this wall can be broken, even though you can't see it. This is from the phone. Your task is to be happy, despite the fact that she'll appear again tomorrow. Are you succeeding? I mean, no. There wasn't much room for me to be happy. It's quite dark and gloomy and dull and... Hello, how are you feeling? I woke up in the living room to his silent call and felt a little irritated. Not only had he not called in ages, but he finally did, just to wake me. Oh, you're curious now? I'm always curious. That's why I called the first opportunity. Ah, I see. We're redoing this, but from her perspective. The call dropped. It happens. What matters is I heard him. That alone warmed something inside me. I just hope he didn't take my grumbling to heart. He's probably used to my complaining since the days we hauled our bikes uphill together. I was never this cranky before. He must know it's just the loneliness gnawing at my temper. I blinked around sleepily, shaking off the last scraps of a restless dream. How long had it been? Evening again? Do you have narcolepsy? Lately I keep falling asleep in the living room until he's back. It suits me better than the bedroom. The bedroom feels wrong. Oh, shame. Oh no, I feel bad for her. That's quite sad. When I lived with my parents, I never had a room of my own, but they did. With a massive bed, a view of the forest I thought was enchanted, and a painted wardrobe stretching wall to wall, hiding a whole world inside. Like in a storybook, but I wasn't allowed in there. That's why I still feel like a trespasser in any bedroom. The scar on my back from a belt buckle never lets me forget. To everyone else, it was just a playground accident. Oh, hello? Wait a minute. Okay, wait a second. From a belt buckle? Are Hello, is this thing on? What? Even to him. Though I admit I did think about telling him how things really were at home, but some things aren't worth mentioning, they change nothing. Swallowing my anxiety, I went into the bedroom to look at his photo again. Even the new armchair didn't help. I still hate this place, but looking into his eyes helps. I've pulled the photos from its frame so often it's worn. I've pulled the photo from its frame so often it's worn thin. Without him, I feel frozen. Nothing moves. You know, speaking of Frozen, he kinda looks like Hans from the movie Frozen. Why? What? Is that a face? And there you are with your 3rd-degree burns again. Is that a face? Is that someone holding that child? I'm scared. All this rearranging is just a way to shove the emptiness behind a new sofa. Good thing he's supposed to come back soon, otherwise I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I began replaying. It sounds like a codependent relationship to me. His pauses, the way he gave advice, anything that might bring him a little closer. I believed that over the years his features had etched themselves deeper into me than I'd realized. But suddenly my mental reenactment stopped. Where did the end of our talk go? As if after that woman's visit, someone vaguely familiar, someone flipped a switch. I couldn't move forward, couldn't recall a single word anymore. If I'd been asked to speak for both of us, I would have repeated everything word for word, like a voice recorder, right up to this sudden break. How is that possible? I remember every last word. She messing with your brain. With your brain. Oh gosh. That noise in my ears. Oh, that was so high pitched. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That was quite soft, but good grief. The pitch of it. I felt uneasy. I need to focus. There was a door opening. You better go and see what's going on. At first, he was telling me something about his work, some incident as he called it. Go, you need to go and see who's at the door. The smell of smoke tickled my nostrils. I got scared that something might be burning in the kitchen. What? Why? What? No, there was a child in the closet. What are you talking about? After that, I showed him the rooms, then we talked about that woman, and then she came herself. I called the police to have them tell her to stay away from me. That's it. A strange thing. What is this? Oh my word. Goodness gracious. Okay. Why do you look like that and why were you so loud? Why? Okay, what are you doing here? The old woman was silent. She stared at me with faded eyes, her mouth seeming to chew on something, no longer producing saliva, her lips dry and rough. Who are you? How did you get in here? I kept asking, raising my voice, but the unexpected guest didn't utter a sound. It seemed she couldn't hear me. Maybe I'd left the door unlocked and she wandered in by accident. The sound I'd heard was something like the creak of the front door. That's what I said! How could she be here? Our door creaks differently. Okay, but if she can't hear you, she can't hear the creak. Okay. After waiting a few seconds, I realized the old woman probably didn't understand what was happening either. She stood motionless, staring straight at me. I smiled at her. She looks terrifying. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this very much. Her smile in return was unsettling, but at least it was a smile. Unsettling. That's one way to put it, I guess. You got the wrong door. I spoke as loudly as I could, but there was no response. Go back to your own home. Remove yourself. Go back from whence you came. Or let me help you find your apartment. I don't trust this woman, but I feel like aggression won't do very well. I feel like she'll murder me if I'm aggressive. So let me help you find your apartment. Why are you yelling? And what about looking for me? Why is the girl talking with typewriter sounds? What's happening? Who are you? A little girl suddenly appeared from deep inside the house. From deep inside? What? Are you talking to me? Who else would I be talking to? Maybe to her? I pointed at the old woman, still trying to shake off the complete confusion that had seized me. Why are you in my house? And who are you? Ah, you're doing it again. Getting scared. Don't be scared. It won't hurt you. Don't be silly. It? That's a grown-ass woman and you're saying it, okay? I'm scared of it too when I go to the bathroom at night, but it's never attacked me. I had to get it out now so Mom wouldn't find out I've been playing everywhere. Let's go to the big room so you won't be afraid. You had to get what? Okay. Who's Mom? Where's your mother, child? Her matter-of-fact attempts to comfort me only made things more confusing. She pulled me by the hand. Little girl, don't touch me or I'll have to punish you. What? Okay. I was so disoriented that I followed her in silence. I didn't mean to click that one, damn it. This is like the Red Dead video yesterday all over again with me shooting Trelawney in the back of the head. What would he have done? He wasn't there, but I quickly managed how calm he would be even now. And that calmness passed to me. There. See? There's no one here but me and you. Look around. All you want. Now let's play before Mom comes and puts us both to bed. It won't scare us here. Who are you? What's your name, child? Ah, you don't know. Mom told you not to ask questions like that, so I'm not telling. Mom will come and explain. When will your mom be back? Soon. She's at the store. She left me in charge. She didn't want to go because you might start wandering around like this. But she got held up at work and had to go just now. Who is your mother and why is she... Okay, what does she do for work? She brings order. Mom says a lot of people don't have time to take care of things or do it badly, so she helps them. She sounds like a dictator. So, cleaner? Damn it. Oh, okay, maybe dictator was a bit of a jump, but you see where I was going. Why is our statue cracked? Oh, I didn't read that last one, sorry. But the girl clearly trusted me. This was a good chance to find out everything and get out of here. My statue's cracked. Who did that? You? Was it you, child? What are you and your mom doing in my home? What do you mean? We live here. Nah. The girl looked at me so innocently. She really believed what she was saying. This is my home. Surely you have a place of your own? We do. But Dad gets angry if you come there, so now we're here. He says you should be taken away and left in a special place like the others. But Mom says you never come back from there. A forest came to mind straight out of a crime report. Dense, ominous, with police and dogs combing every inch. But maybe I was being dramatic. Maybe you're schizophrenic. What kind of place is that? I don't know, I've never been there. The girl shrugged innocently. You innocent child. But Mom will have to take you there if you misbehave. That didn't help. I had to get out of here. Try to run. First things first, I had to try the classic way out. The door. I'll find your dad, talk to him, and you'll be able to go home. Wait here for me. No, no! The girl's voice trembled with outrage. You can't go without Mom, otherwise she won't be able to fix anything. Fix what? Everything! Mom says she wasn't careful enough and now everything's like this. She's sad. She wants to make things right. Who is your mother and why is she sad? Her words left me even more confused. What is this woman after? Is she trying to replace someone with me? Then why didn't the others work out? It was all twisting into a tight, anxious knot I didn't want to unravel. Don't worry. I tried to smile. Mom won't find out. I'll be back really soon. She's still here. Good grief. In the hallway, the old woman still stood there, indifferent. The keys weren't in their usual spot. Looked like it was locked from the outside. You have two people that you've never met just chilling in your house. And you are so calm and collected about this. I would pepper spray them. I don't know, man. Hey, I'm here. Help, I've been locked in. Knock on the door. Are they running away? I started knocking harder, but no one responded. Don't make noise. The girl's voice was angry. No one wants anyway, and Mom will get upset. Okay, I won't. I'm sorry. Why? I'll decide for myself how to behave, sweetheart. Dad's older sister acted like that too, and then she got lost. Okay, I took the receiver. Good evening, dear. Is it my husband? The creaky old man's voice repeated. Do you know who I am? No, it's not my husband. No, should I? No, of course not. No need. His agreement came far too quickly. Let's get acquainted. How old are you? Okay. I don't have to answer your questions. I'm 22. I don't have to answer your questions. You see, I'm your friend. I know it's hard to believe, but I assume you're currently in an apartment with a strange little girl, correct? Yeah. Who do you think she is? The daughter of the woman who locked me in here. You're right. And as strange as it may sound, you need to wait for this woman to return. Why? She only wants you. Who are you anyway? Are you working with her? You're with the police? Are you going to catch her? No. I'm a police officer. Just do what she says and everything will be fine soon. You're not a police officer. Why would you hesitate? You're not a police officer. You're just a guy. Why is my statue cracked? What the hell? Okay. And now I have to go. Call this number if anything happens and don't go anywhere. I felt I couldn't trust him. If only I could call my husband. I told you, we need a home game. A home game? The girl again. Okay, hello child. Alright, I've got one. You'll be the princess who needs saving from the evil witch in the hallway, and I'll be the sorceress who comes to help. What is this game? This game is giving me a headache. It's really good, but I'm also like, what's going on? What do you think? The girl lit up. Hooray, let's play. Mommy doesn't really like it when I play like that with you, but we won't tell her, okay? What? Child? Your mother? Okay. A deal. You hide in the bedroom for now and I'll stay here casting spells. No, I don't want to hide. I want to cast spells with you. Hiding is your part of the mission. We have to work together for the spell to work. It's easier for me to do it alone, sweetheart, than not to ask for your help. The spell is just too powerful. Well, alright, I'll listen. I had to act fast. I walked to the window, opened it and shouted, "Help! I'm being held here! There's a child with me! Help!" The window faced the courtyard. Mothers were playing with their kids, so they built up an appetite before dinner. A group of teens sat on a bench. 2 men were chatting near a parked car. Just a few people, mostly children, turned their heads toward me for a second, then went right back to what they were doing. I remembered what they teach you to yell when you're in danger. Fire, yes. This time the response was even weaker. Only one little boy, still staring at me, walked up to his mom and whispered something in her ear, then glanced back and forth between her and me. I bet she's the resident crazy lady. Bet the wife is the resident crazy lady. And that's why no one's going to help her. How can people be so heartless? They must have thought it was a prank and chose to ignore it. I felt like I didn't exist. You're yelling again. Stop it. It's just part of the game. I'm calling for help so they'll rescue us from the witch. That's not how you get rescued from her. I'll show you. The girl took my hand. Oh gosh. I looked more closely at the old woman. She seemed even paler than before. I came right up to her and realized there was no warmth coming off her at all. She couldn't be alive. Standing before me was a pale, shriveled corpse of a person, just a shell, reacting only to simple external cues. And she was staring right at me, motionless. I don't like her face. She looks like a slug. I don't like it. She recoiled in fright, unable to look away from the old woman, who kept drilling into me with her unblinking gaze. I recoiled in fright. You need to move her so she goes away. But I couldn't bring myself to touch her. Don't be scared. Push her. With trembling hands, I touched her palms, and with some effort, I tried to gently push her. The old woman began resisting, pressing back against me. I couldn't hear her breathing. I could just feel the searing cold of her hands. I took another step. In response, the old woman instantly relaxed. What is this? A mechanized scarecrow? A figment of a sick imagination that only a human being is capable of? I don't know, man. She's got like a cardigan on or something, and she's got some strange looking hands. Her head needs a wash. In despair, I swung both my hands. But instead of stepping back, the old woman swung back. Her face twisted with a determined grimace and her fists flew straight at me. You throwing hands with an old lady? What the hell? Now it was my turn to defend. I blocked her blows with all my strength, trying to grab her hands, but again I met the icy cold. Oh. The old woman vanished. The girl screamed. Do you think the old woman is a mirror? What was that? I looked at my palms. They were covered in blood. I needed to wash it off. In the bathroom, the old woman was staring at me again. Everything began to darken. The last thing I heard was the girls crying. Oh, maybe it's dementia or Alzheimer's. I don't know. Where is he? How long has it been since he called? Since I saw him. He said everything would be fine soon. He was supposed to be here. The number you have dialed is not in service. I have to try again. The number you have dialed is not in service. I feel a lump in my throat. What could have happened? That's right. Last time he told me something about his work. Something happened. Some kind of incident. What did he call it? I have to find him. Search the apartment. I tried to pull myself together. Why does our home feel unfamiliar? But now's not the time for that. The important thing is to find him. But what happened to your hands earlier? I need to write a missing person notice. That's what people do when someone disappears. Yes, good idea. People should know he's gone. That'll help me find him. Write missing person notice. Missing person. Who? My husband. His name. What does it matter what his name is? The important thing is to find him. Okay, she's definitely got some sort of memory loss or alteration, mental thing, dementia, Alzheimer's, something along those lines. When? Last night? No, a week ago. But does that really matter? What matters is that he hasn't called. I have to put the notice up. Quickly. You're wondering again. The little girl suddenly emerged from deep within the house. Where did she keep coming from that is deep within the house? Who are you, sweetheart? What's your name? What took you so long? Oh my word. Why did she just appear out of nowhere? She just, I'm like, okay. That woman. This couldn't go on any longer. She needs to go. I don't run from conflict, but I don't seek it without cause. I want resolution, not a fight. I'll find the words to make her leave, and if not, I'll find another civilized way to remove her. But first, I need to understand why she keeps coming back. She's probably your daughter, if I'm guessing. So we're meeting again for the first time. Yeah, called it. She's her daughter, and the mother has dementia or Alzheimer's or something, and this is her granddaughter, and she keeps coming by. Okay, her stare grew even more focused. I crumpled the notice in my hand without thinking, and she noticed right away. First, explain what's going on. We're your family. What kind of nonsense is that? You see, this is you. We replaced the mirror. We'll be more careful to keep it slid back from now on. A bear trap. I literally cooked with that, okay? The longer I stared into the mirror, the stronger the heavy sense of recognition became. But maybe it was some kind of trick. This can't be me, I'm only 24. Who is that woman? You always say that, Grandma. We love you anyway. They weren't surprised, they weren't confused. My stomach tightened. A flare of panic lit up in my chest. Mom, Dad's been gone for over 40 years. The woman looked at me with mild, tired sympathy. This isn't the first time you've written that notice. Please give it to me and let's go have dinner. No, that's not true. I remember us talking. He asked me, did you get the little statue I sent you? And I really liked the statue. Yes, it's adorable. Is it a replica from this dig or the last one? The last one. They ordered a whole batch for the artists. Too bad there wasn't video chat back then so I could show him. Or was there? What year is it again? I wish I could see the original with you, to look at it and think, my husband found this with his own hands. Too bad there's no plaque. And it's good that there isn't. I've always felt awkward when there's too much talk about me or when I'm praised. What did I say? Did I not call this? I did call this. I'm right. I'm always right. He simply couldn't have answered any other way. And then that woman came. Why didn't he tell me how to get rid of her so we could finish our conversation? He would have sensed something was wrong, given me some advice like he always did. Tell her she's not welcome and that she needs to leave. And she would have left. And we would have talked and talked. Mom, are you with us? Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Leave me alone. I couldn't say anything. How can I be okay? Oh, that's really cool. This worries me. I'm calling now. Just sit here for a bit, Mom. And you, set the table. Okay, Mom. Hello. How are things on your end? I'm afraid worse. Today, neither reminders nor the reflection are working. She just froze. I don't know what to do. You don't have to manage this alone. Why taint your last memories of your mother when the end is already looming? All the paperwork with the clinic is signed. They know where you are. One call and they'll be there. Your only task is to be happy for your daughter. Are they gonna euthanize her or something? They know where you... Okay, I know, but I want to be with her. I want to care for her myself, not visit once a week in some facility. Okay, sorry, I was jumping to conclusions with the euthanasia. Tell me what I can do, not what you would. There was a long sigh on the other end of the line. It's your choice. I still think it's a good option. She'll be looked after around the clock and you'll have more energy for yourself and your daughter. The woman ignored the remark. Alright? Describe how she's behaving. She's calm in her own way. She's expressed her thoughts and feelings clearly without excessive aggression, but also without too much compromise. She orients herself first, then acts. Perhaps the mirror incident is the only exception. Otherwise, I'd say she reacts reasonably to what she sees. The problem is exactly what she sees. She believes her last conversation with Dad over and over. Relives. Sorry. It looks like an obsessive thought. I feel this is so sad. Man, what the hell? Okay. Do you think she would agree with this description of herself? Yeah. Good. At least she still has a true sense of who she is. I understand. I have some ideas about what to do. Let me schedule you for a morning appointment when she's usually in a better state. But what should I do right now? How should I behave? What if she gets worse because I do something wrong? I feel bad for the woman now. You're doing everything right, but even the right choices don't always lead to positive results. Alright, thank you, and see you tomorrow. The call ended. You do look quite unsettling. You do look like a Mandela Catalogue's character. The woman looked at me tiredly and left the room. In my head, I heard that familiar voice again. Hi, how are you feeling? But I already knew it didn't exist. I let the voice flow, trying to imagine every detail that could have been in our conversation, every detail except his name, which I had forgotten. Oh man, I want to start crying. That's so sad. I know we never called again. I'm so sorry. And that was the last time they ever called one another? No. My guy. No. I was looking for you. I'm waiting for you. You couldn't just... I know how much you want this not to be true. I wish I could be there too. But you are here. Here we are talking. I hear you, so everything's okay, right? Everything's okay. I'm always with you, dear. My lips trembled. But it's not just me here. Look around. Our family. They're here. They're waiting for you to let them in. This is making me... depressed. It's making me very sad. Man. Memories surface and scatter like dry leaves in the wind. You have to choose them, not me. How? Go to those who wait for you, to those who live for you. Don't hold on. It sounds like it's not just a request, it's inevitable. In my ears, the sound of the last dial tone flickers. Grandma, shall we have dinner? I've already prepared everything. She stands and waits, just waits for me. And suddenly it gets a little easier. The phone disappears as if it was never there. But now it's not scary anymore. Yes, dinner sounds like a good idea. The smell. The air smells like something familiar, like home. Everything is fine. What a cozy room. Calm, but somehow different. Not mine. Statue's gone. No, the statue. And I'm here for the first time? Or am I here for the first time? Look around the room. A sofa, a nightstand, a table, a phone. Is this mine? Probably. I live here, right? But something is missing. Inspect the nightstand. Yes, the statue. The nightstand is empty, but why does that feel strange? Something is lost. My hands find a smooth surface, a slight wear on the wood. Has it been here long? But what? I close my eyes, trying to remember. Nothing. Only silence. If I don't remember, it must not matter. No, it doesn't matter. The statue matters. Go where? The walls are cold to the touch. Fingers slowly glide over the surface as if trying to recall a familiar texture, but nothing comes. Footsteps echo loudly in the corridor. The space feels empty, too big. Why is it so strange? Why so unfamiliar? The mirror. Someone is looking from it. Grandma. Do I know her? My hand slowly reaches out, touches the glass. Cold, so it's real. The face is unfamiliar. So you're telling me this woman, who is like 60, 70 something, saw herself in the mirror and decided, I'm gonna throw hands with this person. And she just started punching that mirror. She just started swinging. Wrinkled hands, dry skin, bluish veins. Have I always looked like this? The reflection is silent. Somewhere deep in my chest, a familiar feeling rises, but it dissolves like fog. No name, no memory, only emptiness. My eyes lose focus. The gaze slides over the glass, but nothing catches anymore, just an object. Just a reflection. Why am I here? What's that? Is someone there? Go toward the sound. Warmth, the smell of something edible. Milk, porridge. The air is thick, dense, as if absorbing the sounds around. At the table, a woman sits. She's doing something. Leaning over the table, her shoulders are tense. Next to her, a little girl. A spoon in her hand, quietly eating. Too quiet. Why such silence? There should always be noise in the kitchen. Conversations, shouldn't there? Who are you? I would pretend to recognize them. But does it really matter how to behave with them? Still, this is better than having no choice at all. Good morning. The woman turned around. Her eyes scanned my face critically. The girl ate silently. Good morning. I sat down at the table. My hands found the spoon. I moved out of habit, but did you sleep well? The words wrapped around me like a warm blanket, familiar, comfortable, but I couldn't place whose voice it was. It's your daughter. Say that I don't remember anything. Say that I slept well. Because if we say we don't remember anything, we're going to have to go to a mental institute. The spoon touches my lips. Porridge, warm, ordinary, probably something I've always eaten, probably. Today is a nice day, isn't it, Grandma? Grandma? My head spins slightly. Everything feels too dense, heavy, like thick fog. Yes. The woman glances at the child, that same tense, stern one. Don't disturb her. I won't. Sorry. The girl nods. The spoon slowly rises to her mouth, then lowers back to the bowl. Everything happens quietly, restrained. Something inside tightens. Why does it feel so sad? What are we going to do? We'll play today. Warmth spread through my chest. How wonderful. Today we would play. I needed to finish my porridge quickly and what? Thoughts slipped away. Like threads slipping through fingers. What was I even thinking about? The spoon was in my hand, the bowl before me. Something important, something pleasant. I lowered my gaze to the bowl. The main thing was to finish the porridge. The rest didn't matter. Outside the window it's bright. The yard, people are walking somewhere. Who are they? Where to? A beautiful day. Yes, Mom. A beautiful day. Man, hang on. Wait a minute. I want to start crying. You stayed with your daughter and granddaughter. You navigated the situation with relative calm and confidence, even if you didn't understand everything. And your daughter decided she can still manage caring for you. You don't know who she is, but you feel comfortable besides this woman. You were able to accept your husband's death, even if you don't remember him. Your soul somehow feels more at peace now. Is that it? That was Invisible Wall by Right Hand Lab Studios. And I just want to give a very, very warm-hearted thanks to Right Hand Lab Studios for sending me a copy of their game to play and record and review for this video. It was really, really good. If I had to give it a rating out of 5, I'd give it a 4.5 maybe a 5. I can't find fault with it. It was excellent. It was really, really good. I'm assuming, based off of my very quick deductions, you're playing as a woman who either has dementia or Alzheimer's, one of the two. I can't quite remember what the discrepancy is between the two. And she's trying to navigate her life with her daughter and her granddaughter, and she still believes that her husband is alive in some regard. But I am aware that there are 2 endings to the game, so that was one of them. I unfortunately don't have time to play the second ending through now, but I will probably revisit the game and play through to the second ending. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to subscribe. I know last video I pointed the wrong way, so I think that the subscribe button is down there. Somewhere down there. Somewhere down there. Subscribe, give the video a like if you did enjoy it, and share it with your friends. Leave a comment down below what indie game you guys would like to see me play next. If you did enjoy Invisible Wall, it is available now on Steam, released on the 19th of June. So go and pick up a copy. It's not too expensive. It's a lot of fun. It's a really, really well-made game. Thank you again to Right Hand Lab Studios for sending me a copy. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.